of the Future Tarot. Finding that balance between freedom and forever love. This will be your twin flame reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Aquarius. Take what resonates with you, toss the universe what does not. If you're not sure if you're in a twin flame connection, throw the term into Google and it'll give you an accurate kind of description. And let's begin. This will be for the twin flames, whether you're in union or separation, okay? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs of Aquarius. Take a deep breath in and exhale whenever you feel so inclined to do so, Aquarius. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Wow, your energies are crazy. And I feel like collectively everybody's going through a lot transitionally in their relationships as well. And for the twin flames, this is a huge process. Right now, there's that courage to sort of, you know, come back into union for some of you that I keep hearing. We're going to dive into the oracle messages that I received, and then we'll jump into the tarot. We'll take a look at yours and theirs. Feel free to roll reverse. And then at the end, we will take a look at the Twin Flame Ascension card. It's powerful and it connects in a huge way. First out the gate, we got 44 Thinker. Well, if this doesn't describe Aquarius, I don't know what does. This is you really, really getting to the nitty-gritty of something. You're thinking, over-analyzing, probably contemplating a lot right now. Looking at all the ways your love has been, you know, working, not working, which caused separation. As we know, twin flames go through a powerful dynamic. There's a runner, there's a chaser, and until you guys do a lot of soul healing together, individually and separate, right? You come back together, you know, fully healed, right? You're mirroring each other and you're mirroring each other's wounds, and that can be a real tumultuous experience. Imagine what that's going to be like when you guys come through this clearing. I feel like this is that awakening, that judgment energy. This is sort of a time for you to really come to being where, you know, all of the stuff that sort of, I want to say childish, but the insignificant things that kept you and your partner, you know, at odds with each other are sort of, you're realizing sort of the things, what was really important at the end of the day, what is really important at the end of the day. And we have this loyal heart. Now, Aquarius, you are loyal to a, you know, and you want somebody to match that energy wholeheartedly. Trust is so, so important in your dynamic. And you're wanting that person to, and trust maybe has been, you know, an issue, but at the end of the day, you realize that your hearts keep coming back to each other. There's a sense of really getting through that. You have a challenges card coming out, Aquarius, and it says all true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. And yes, but not every person or relationship is going to be able to overcome them in the right time and place, right? Sometimes it's going to take some healing, some time apart, some growth, some even dating other people. Yes, I said it. We have emotions coming out. They're running hot and heavy at this time. Look deep within right now. Your own emotions, for your own, to relate to the connection here. Look what's important here. I love this for you. Yin Yang card coming out, and it says, like the Yin Yang symbol, twin flames contain an aspect of each other's character within themselves. And that is so powerful. And that's what makes you guys connected, right? Draws you together. Now, let's break it down. Let's get into the reading. We will clarify any cards we need to. We have come to the edge on the bottom of the deck, as well as recognition over there. It's a sense of really taking that leap of faith in your partner, the connection, what's really powerful, whether you guys are just coming back together, you know, whether you've been in separation, you are really looking at what's brought your hearts, you know, and kept them connected for all this time, Aquarius, what is really powerfully, you know, within yourself here. All right, what's coming out for Aquarius twin flame energy here? Oh, wow, we got the Lovers card. It is coming out in reverse for you, Aquarius. That's Gemini energy. Could be dealing with Gemini, but this is a crossroads. You're facing a decision, right? Sometimes reluctance to see what is powerfully, you know, coming through for you here. All right. We do have that Moon card coming out in reverse as well, Aquarius. We do have that new Moon coming out in Gemini tomorrow as well. And we also got that Witch of Swords, Queen of Swords in reverse here as well. That sort of, I want to say cut a bitch energy, that intellectually. Sort of that Aquarius tells me that it is your Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, but with that moon and the lovers, there's a choice here that maybe isn't going to come to you until the new moon. I feel like, again, running amok in your head, that Witch of Swords in reverse definitely says that. We have the Three of Swords coming out in reverse. Moving past the heartbreak, though, the challenges that sort of brought this connection, it's right underneath the lovers as well in reverse. You all have, these are all coming out in reverse for you, Aquarius. And I don't think that, you know, don't be alarmed by that. That Seven of Wands came up, right? There is conflict, right? Passionate energies as well. We got that Ace of Swords coming out in reverse. Bottom of the deck, that Ace of Pentacles. Main of Cups. Okay, we're going to take out your partner's energy. I just want to see what's happening here. If you guys are on the same page, I'll break this all down for you in a second here. I'm just going to see if you guys are on the same page in different sort of realms and atmospheres here. What's going on in terms of the situation. I got Aquarius' partner's energy. Balance, Temperance coming out for your partner. And you know, Love card, Lovers card coming out. Again, Gemini energy could, again, just represent a choice here as well for some of you. We've got Rebuild coming out. Wow, all major arcana for your partner. And the Devil card coming out. Master, that is the Tower, by the way, in traditional tarot, but it's Rebuild in this deck. All major arcana for your partner so far. This Temptation, right, that mastering your own heart and soul, going to be powerful for your partner as well. They've got something they need to say with that throat chakra coming out here. Underneath that Love card, something that definitely needs to be said. And that clarity of belief coming out here for your partner. So there's some sort of clarity coming through this rebuild, through this transformation, through this Tower moment. We have Teach on the bottom of the deck. That is Taurus Hierophant energy on the bottom of the deck for you, for your partner. Tradition is hugely important here, Aquarius. This is a tremendously intense energy. Just one second. The cat needs it. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's jump in, Aquarius. Whew. So, right away, this Lovers card in reverse is something that is not aligned here, okay? There is a need to sort of find love within yourself first before you can get it anywhere else. The old cliche saying, you have to love self before you can love anyone else, paramount here for you, okay? And I feel like this is what's sort of happening. You're going through or have been going through this transition right now. I like this new moon, though, this moon card in reverse, because I feel like there is clarity that is coming after a period of darkness when it comes in reverse. So it is Cancer energy as well. This Witch of Swords you've stuck in overdrive, Aquarius, thinking a lot, overthinking too much. And that could be causing you to be put in that darkness, to not understand how to sort of work your way through the darkness at this point in terms of love. You know, something that wasn't aligned in this connection. And I feel like you could be doing a repeating pattern of that if you take a look. This Three of Swords in reverse is a positive omen, though, because if you think about it, it is you're moving through that pain into a rebirth status. You're looking at all the way this went wrong, and you're overcoming it instead of being stuck in it. Now, Seven of Wands makes it real good for you, because this is a time where you're holding the power and control. Not that that's the best way to say that, but I feel like it is up to you on how you use it, right? And then whether you're using this to say you're cutting and running, or that you want to work through with that. That's going to be all up to you, and each of you will be dependent on that. This Ace of Swords in reverse is your beliefs, again, are stuck and stagnant, because part of you wants, you know, you want to make this work, you want to work through it. And again, you're stuck in that sense of working through the pain into the rebirth part. That is part of this process, is being stuck and stagnant. Your partner's got Temperance card coming out. Balance so required. Now, this is what I said at the beginning. You're balancing your freedom and forever love. You're finding that balance right now. Is it particularly possible? Decisions coming out in terms of love. You know, there's a connection. You both have the Lovers out here. So again, you're both really deeply connected in terms of that twin flame energy. You are each other's counterpart. So when you see like what comes down, what falls down is in the power of the rebuild, right? What is being left in the crumbling of the tower is the rebuild, right? And that's you taking whatever is left, picking up the rubble, and moving forward with a greater understanding of how you guys can do this, right? Nothing that's going to break you in the past, none of the same mistakes on either side are going to be made. If you're both willing and wholeheartedly ready to go on and sort of master your own heart, master the temptations that led you guys apart in the first place or led you guys down the wrong lanes, and in terms of, you know, heartbreak and pain. And once you sort of master and release the temptations that have bound you to the same sort of repeating patterns of heartbreak, you get to see, you know, you guys get to strip down and rebuild, right? That's what the power of this. There's an opportunity in that. The throat chakra, your partner's got something to say, and it is a clarity of belief. They're deciding what they need and what they're willing to give here, Aquarius. And that's great, because at the end of the day, I feel like if you've been questioning that, you're not going to. You're both really, at the end of the day, saying, okay, let's put it all on the table. We've got a lot of emotions. We've got a lot of energy, good and bad. Is it too much? Are we walking away? Can we work through this? When trust is broken, it doesn't mean love is lost, right? You can overcome trust issues. It is going to take a tremendous amount of work, right? And if the both parties are willing to do it, then it can and will be successful. That Knight of Pentacles in reverse, slow moving energy here for you, but it is going to be slow moving, but it is going to be hard won, determined, hard working energy, not going to be swayed by anything here. We have that Death card, transformation, Scorpio energy. This has to transform, right? You have to let go of the past that was just keeping you stuck and stagnant. The World card, the Chariot, the Four of Swords, keeping you up at night. Perspective is needed here before you guys transition and move through it. The stuff that's keeping you up at night is the same darn thing. Temperance on the bottom of the deck. Can and will they change? Are they willing to? Have they changed? You know, are they willing to meet me halfway and be everything I need? Can I trust them? Can they trust me? You know, there's a whole bunch of energy here. Can we really, is our love strong enough to overcome those things? Well, that's going to be up to each and every one of you guys. But at the end of the day, yes, anything can be overcome if both people want 100% the same darn things. You're finding that balance between forever love and freedom. Until next time, namaste.